Welcome to the Narrative Crusades lore lists. In this series we are going to be discussing our narrative lists that we are using in our current campaign and the rationale behind them. Firstly, however, I'd like to draw attention to our shameless giveaway. We're still offering a free Warhound. We can't give it away. We need 2,000 subscribers. It could be yours. All you need to do is subscribe and leave a comment in the Warhound video. And yes, we will post it to the States. Our current campaign, Grandfather's Cauldron, is also live. The missions can be downloaded from the Discord area. There's a campaign tracker to track the boons and buffs that will affect your various armies. Thank you to our community who have submitted their narrative lists so far, and also the results. They are influencing the progress of the campaign. The campaign file can also be downloaded on Tabletop Simulator, in which a number of our community members have now added their own armies, and that's built into the file. With no further fanfare, I present to you the Legions of Sartok, our narrative list for the current campaign on the Necrons side. Our Studio Necrons list is actually quite large, around about 6,000 points, so I had quite a lot of choice. I handicapped myself on purpose. We're heading towards the end of the edition. I really wanted to play something a little bit different, and the theme at the moment is that the Necron tomb world is slowly rising from its millions of years of slumber. I've really honed in on the Canoptek units. No destroyers, no Lich Guard. Nice little kind of throwback to the early meta in terms of a huge numbers of warriors. To start with, if I have a look at the HQ choices, what we're faced with here is a Chronomancer with a Veil of Darkness as my warlord. We have a Technomancer with a Canoptek cloak. He can move around and hopefully be where I need him in order to reanimate those warriors. And finally, the much needed Technomancer with a control node to make the Doomstalkers a little bit more reliable. More on that later. On the troop side, we've actually got 2 units of 5 Immortals. They're going to be my backline units. They're going to sit on my back objective. They're going to do any kind of actions that I need doing, maybe a raise the banner, maybe a rod as needed. And then I've got my 2 units of 20 warriors and a unit of 10 warriors in a Ghost Ark. The Ghost Ark is one of those units that's really difficult to remove. Your opponent doesn't want to shoot it. Often they waste a lot of heavy weapons on it. It's permanently transhumaned and it's putting warriors back on the board, which my opponents don't like. On to the elites, quite a small selection here. We've got a Canoptek Spider. I fully kitted him out so that he can repair the Doomstalkers, and hopefully we'll be able to put a base of Scarabs back on each turn, and 2 units of Flayed Ones just to turn up where my enemy doesn't want them. Again, they can be quite useful for getting into the back quarter of the board. They're not really going to kill anything, but they can be a pain when I need them to be and where I need them to be. On to fast attacks. What we have here is a huge number of Scarab Swarms. We've got 1 unit of 9, 1 unit of 3. The unit of 3 I tend to throw forward early game. The unit of 9 I try to bog down something that really will just suffer to chew through those wounds. There's 36 wounds there. If the Chronomancer's nearby as well, it's a 5-up. They can be an absolute nightmare to wipe off the board. One of the best value for wounds in the game. I've got 2 units of 3 Wraiths. These are fast. The invulnerable saves can be a problem for a lot of armies. As long as I keep them away from flat 3 damage, they tend to get their points value back for me. And then finally, we have the best of the best. These are the Cubans, the Monte Cristos. Their Doomsday Cannons can win a battle with a single shot, destroying whole infantry squads or turning armoured vehicles into glowing slag. It's capable of busting a bunker under the bunker you just busted. It's elegant, it's bafflingly beautiful, and it's capable of reducing the population of any standing structure to 0. And much like Hammer's Buster Bunker, promises a lot, often is a complete letdown for me. I've got 3. Hopefully I'll get 9 shots out of them a turn. Hopefully I don't have to move them. Most of the time you do, and they don't really kill much for me. I accept the best thing to do would be to have lost 3 Scarab bases and taken 3 Doomsday Arcs instead. It would have been the same price. In fact, it would have been even cheaper because then I wouldn't have had to pay for a Technomancer to support them. But you know what? I don't care. I love the models. It's really nice to put them on the board. Hopefully they're going to get their value out of me in at least one of the games that I play. That's the list. That's the summary. Please remember, everything's available to download. We appreciate all the support we've been getting so far. It's been really good to hear from a number of you, and any support that can be given to the channel, we absolutely appreciate. Thanks for your time.